Outer Orange.
Welcome back. Hello, previous. So yeah, we just had BRO happen, so we're gonna do a whole video discussing BRO. I was there, I was casting, a lot of other people were casting, really great people like these people. Yeah, it was really exciting. Honestly, the weekend was pretty busy, so I haven't had the chance to really record or really test anything, so sorry if the uploads have been a little bit scarce. We got results. Can't miss out on that. Before BRO, we did have the WJP Season 2 Nagoya Block A and Block B happening. So again, this is last set 13. Keep in mind, Shiranui, Luard are officially legal. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure different fight went to one of these. I'm not 100% sure which one it was, but I know he went somewhere. Got like third place somewhere. Maybe it's in here. I don't remember. As per usual, Fuzzy got us hacked, even though he was doing literal casting this weekend. He somehow got the pie charts out anyway. So quite a bit of stuff in here. I do see one chaos that's a little bit more unusual than Mikazuki, which I think is less popular. And I'm pretty sure one of the Mikazuki players actually was on DF's team. Overall, really good stuff here. Obviously, we're seeing quite a specific popularity kind of up here between Bastion, Leonor, and Youthberg, Maiko, and Shiranui. Shiranui really starting to take the field here. We got two Luards down here, which is pretty interesting that they're all the way down here now, and Shiranui's up here. I think people are realizing just how impactful this deck is. It is very impactful. It's a very strong deck. Well, I did finally see what this deck does, and it is very interesting. It's very reliant on like a certain board state, which I thought was cool, like left and right rear guard circle relations, and then there's like fighting stuff going on, and it's really interesting, and I kind of see why people are scared of it. It has really early aggro and kind of just like starts creating a board out of nowhere, and then binds itself and then brings itself back out. It's kind of similar to how Gear Chronicle works, and some people have been making jokes about Antrahana. I'm starting to understand the Antrahana joke. Block B right here, more Maiko, Jejuled, Shiranui. Jejuled wasn't as much on the other one. Youthberg, Leonor, and then a bunch of other decks down here. I've seen Gandiva all the way down here with one whole deck. That's crazy. I've seen the Avant-Garde. I've been a really big Avant-Garde enjoyer recently, so this is really awesome to see. And let's go ahead and see what the top looked like. So this is Block A, and then we got the first place Maiko, Leonor, Shiranui, and then we have Luard, Shiranui, Youth, and then we had Maiko, Bastion, and Youthberg. Very interesting combination here. And then we had this very, I keep bringing up this team a lot, but gosh, it's so scary to look at a team like this. But this is Jejuled, Shiranui, and Youthberg. Here it is. This is the I'm pretty sure this is the F's team right here. If I'm wrong, you can just tell me I'm wrong. It's fine. I'll just take my L. But I'm almost positive this is a team because he was playing Maiko, his friend was playing Mikazuki, and the third player was playing Luard. So another very strong combination here. Lots of really good decks. We do have the Harmonia here, which is a little bit more unusual. We've got Orphis coming through. Orphis has been showing a little bit less results. All really good strong teams. The Mikazuki is interesting because it hasn't been showing results as often, but I think people kind of forgot that this deck is actually pretty potent. Here is the premium. This is for all regions. This is the this is AO. This is top 8. I think top 8 comes first, and then we'll see top 4s for all of them. So this is top 8 AO. Lots of funny stuff in here. We got the Riviera. This is a really high roll Riviera list. This is a little bit different from what I've personally been testing, but this one revolves around Courage, which is a really funny card where you can just kind of annoy your opponent by deck thinning your entire deck. And then we have the Highlander, the Bugs, we got Fenrir, we got Night Rose, we got the usual Narukami and Shiranui, and then this is EU. So EU had the Eve decks kind of fall through a little bit along with Highlander, and then we had some Bugs and Narukami and Shiranui and Chaos NA, which is the side that I casted for, which this excited me to bits. We got some crazy results here. We had a Gurgit Celestial breakthrough. We actually saw this on stream, and I really hope the VODs come out soon because gosh, this was a blowout game. This was a insane game to watch. I think we saw a lot of these decks in basically in Swiss rounds and stuff like that. Very well played. It was very awesome to watch. A lot of the way the Narukami, obviously the Highlander, PP, Messiah, Gas Steel. This was a really funny deck to watch play as well. The OTK that this deck did was just really cool. So the really awesome deck as well. And then we had the Gurgit and that. But yeah, overall, just very interesting. This person right here is actually Miguel. And if I keep saying this because I'm like not 100% sure, but I'm sure Miguel was one of the champions, the champions for Puerto Rico. So he was able to go to Worlds, and that was also just really cool. And I was physically there when that happened, so I thought that's just a really cool highlight. I'm pretty sure there's other people I'll probably see it. I'm really bad with names, but if I see the face, I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. But anyway, just really cool. But overall, very awesome stuff. I'm really sad that Celestials died. I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping that we would see like more matches because gosh, this was so cool to watch. It's like a little mini loop. There's Fuzzy. See Fuzzy did cast as well. But we also had a little updates to get NA side. That's right. We did have it was basically the same, but our Wing Joker player changed. So the person that was like third, I believe, or fourth, They couldn't play the next day, so the 9th place took over, which was also integral player, so it wasn't like a huge adjustment, but there was a slight adjustment. So this is top 4, share no music at all, and then we had 2nd place Bugs, 3rd place, this is that funny Livier list, and then 4th place we had person top quite a bit, quite a few times. I remember he took the funny Doing Dragons list. If I remember correctly, that was the person. I'm gonna quickly talk about this Riviera list, high roll list basically, and Riviera in general is high roll is like a different variation of high roll. It basically focuses on this card Courage and this starter right here along with the other half of the starter. So basically you want to ride her and you take a Cadet Riviera, one of the starters, put into Soul and search your deck for the grade 1 or the grade 2, and you put it into your hand, and you can also ride one of the grade 1s as a stand. So you can choose to ride over her basically if you want to. You don't have to though. Usually you don't. Usually you'll just ride over with the actual effect itself, so you don't have to do that. But basically you can keep doing that. It's not once per turn, so you can just kind of take all 4 of your starters, shove them in, and get out these 2s and 1s, and then you can ride the 1s, and then basically just draw a ton of cards. Because fun fact about this card is if you specifically Soul Blast the starter out, you get to draw an extra card. So you get basically 2 cards for the cost of 1, if that makes sense. Basically you ride her, you get a card, and then for Soul Blasting you draw a card. So basically you just get a ton of early plussing if you high roll super hard into this combination right here. So it's really cool. It's very hard to manipulate though, I will say, because you kind of really want to open this. If you don't open this, you kind of have a hard time. We do have the Ride Fixer that helps, so you can go into the Ride Fixer and hope you find Courage in time. You want a mulligan basically for this and this. You just hope you find Courage. After that, you just play a normal Riviera gameplay where you just ride up and you beat face between these as your force marker generators, and then eventually you just go into Haltruda or Tira and kind of finish the game. Or you can actually go to Begito too and just rebounce all your Selenas. Your front row Selenas will be the ones really attacking because you lose the red text effect. But what's really cool is that you can go like so the back row can be something, whatever. The front row could be the Selenas, and then you swing with Van, recall the Selenas, and attack, and they'll be on force markers, so they'll just be very extra, and you keep spamming all the attacks on the same force marker off of Begito's effect, and just kind of go crazy. It's actually a very interesting deck. I think it's really cool. My variation is very different. I run Justine. I run like this other engine, basically. I run the Thavia, which is another way to basically get access to all your units and stuff like that. Just a different variation. So here's what EU looked like. Highlander took it all. So Highlander's still showing results. It's still a pretty annoying deck when they high roll you, like literally high roll you like to bits. It's impossible to get out of it unless you like OT or something. And even then they can kind of come back. We saw a match on NA side where we had a Highlander player G-assist with G-assist and basically be like 2-3 turns behind. They still won the game. Now granted, the deck they were facing was a little bit more unusual. It was definitely not like an insanely popular deck. It was very out there as a Bang Dream deck. But the point stands is that, you know, the power of Highlander being able to be very behind and still somehow make it to the top at the end just because of the amount of markers and hand generation that they just accumulate, attacks and mystery of the lottery. It's just crazy. It's just crazy what this deck's capable of. Then we had the Chaos Breaker. We had Sage come in with Eve. And then we had 4th place with Atrophy, which is another Bugs deck. So Eve did break through to a 3rd place finish here. I'm sure Sage wanted to be like higher just because everyone was the Bertoa band. NA, which was a very exciting. I obviously saw it all. I was casting this part, so I saw all these beautiful fights, the true battles to the end. And then this what we finished off. We finished off with Seraph in 1st. Dylan in 2nd, Vigoyan in 3rd, and then we had Miguel in 4th, and it was very fun to watch. It was Vanquisher. It was always a little Narukami, but that's okay. Just watching this mirror was pretty interesting. They were really trying to play around each other's abilities, which was just really fun to watch. And then Seraph just took it all. Just wasn't enough to guard, and you know, they were on stream. There was a lot of streamers going on, and it was just a very cool match. Fun fact, I'm not gonna say too far, but I've actually unintentionally met Seraph in the past, and I actually had no idea just off of the events that I've been to. We've been in each other's bubbles before, and I found that out like literally yesterday, and I was like, huh? So I thought that was kind of cool. Obviously, Narukami, keep in mind the ban list is already active. This is with the demolition and the sweep restriction, and lo and behold, if you are playing sweep, or, you know, maybe there's people out there that are gonna go demo. I don't know, but I'm not a Narukami expert. I just play into it. I don't really build it or care for it as a clan, but it's clearly showing results. Clearly doing well. We had the BCL season 3 Shinryu, 2 My Go, 1 Leonor, 1 Fortia, 1 Siana. So it's nice to see another Fortia Tortilla list right here. So this is what this looked like, and this deck is showing results here and there. So that's really nice to see. It's a really fun looking deck. Overall, some really cool results. It was very awesome to watch. I was super excited. At first, I was kind of like, oh my god, I don't know if I know enough about premium, because my premium knowledge is like literally the top 8 decks and like nothing else. So I was a little scared of like the rogue stuff that I was gonna see. But lo and behold, I was still able to kind of cast it through and be okay. It was really exciting. I thought we saw some amazing stuff, and I hope we continue to see amazing stuff. I will say it's really hard to build for premium right now because I feel like the diversity is like a little too much right now. It's nice. Like, I'm glad there's so many decks to Epic Chrome and all this stuff, but it makes it super hard to build your deck too, especially since we don't have side decks or anything like that. I think at premium, the more diverse it is, the harder it is to actually compete, and the more casually enjoyable it is. But that's okay. It's just the current meta we're in. Things will adjust and alter and all that kind of fun stuff. That's usually what happens. Hey, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. If I don't see you by then, fair shop at Cards.shop. He's doing a lot of Black Friday sales. I should mention that Black Friday is a really big thing right now. He's got a lot going on. He's got some cool sleeves from Japan as well that he's bringing into the store. So Cards.shop, code orange for your goodies. On that, guys, bye.